Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest. Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest. Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest. Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest. Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest. There's no God but Allah, there's no God but Allah. There's no God but Allah, there's no God but Allah. There's no God but Allah, there's no God but Allah. Come to prayer, come to prayer, come to success, come to success, come to prosperity, come to prosperity, come to salvation, come to salvation. There's no power and strength except in Allah. There's no power and strength except in Allah. The prayers be performed, the prayers be performed. Allah lift it up and make it last forever. Allah lift it up and make it last forever. The prayer's better than sleep, the prayer's better than sleep. Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest. There's no God but Allah, there's no God but Allah. Come to work, come to work, come to salvation, come to salvation. Come to Allah, come to Allah, come to yourself, come to yourself. There's no power and strength except in Allah. There's no power and strength except in Allah. The prayers be performed, the prayers be performed. Allah lift it up and make it last forever. Allah lift it up and make it last forever. The prayer's better than sleep, the prayer's better than sleep. Allah's the greatest, Allah's the greatest. There's no God but Allah, there's no God but Allah. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah, Master, the day of judgment. Thee alone do we worship, thy aid do we seek. Show us the straight path, the path of those who has bestowed thy grace, whose portions are not brought in wrath, and those who go not astray. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Islam. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah. Say he is Allah, the only one, the self-sufficient master, eternal, absolute. He begets not, nor is he begotten, and there's nothing equal or compatible unto him. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah. Please separate me from my sins as far as you have separated the east from the west. Oh, my Lord, cleanse me of my sins as a white robe is cleansed of its dirt. Oh, my Lord, wash me of my sins with water, snow, and hail. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah. When comes the help of Allah and victory, and thou doest see his people enter Allah's religion in crowds, celebrate the praises of my Lord and pray for his forgiveness, for he's oft returning and mercy and grace. Amen. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praises be unto Allah. Say, I seek refuge with the Lord and cherisher of mankind, King, ruler of mankind, Lord, judge of mankind, from the mischief or the whispers of evil, who withdraws after you whisper. Same who whispers in the hearts of jinns and the people of mankind. Amen. Welcome, 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 welcome. And thank you, 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 thank you for tuning in to the Pink Tablecloth Talk Show. I'm your host, Peggy Franklin-el. And I like to talk about things that have meaning. That have meaning. I think yesterday, when I was getting ready to go off, hold on a minute. I was talking about you know, when you tell your friend something and then they go back and tell your kids what you said. Now, what kind of friend is that? Now, you been my friend. You been my friend since Blows Musco. Since the 70s. You been my friend. Yeah. To get some mess started between me and my children. Why would another mother want to see another mother at odds with her own child? Why would another mother think that my child is going to love you more than she loved me? Why would another mother think that my son is going to love you more than he loved me? Have you lost your rabbit mind? Ain't nobody gonna love you like they love their mama. I don't care what you do for them. At the end of the day, when mama walk in the room, oh, that's mama, bam, they gone. Yeah. I don't care how bad she been. I don't care how good she been. I don't care if she just came up from the gutter, up out the dope house with a syringe hanging out her arm. Or getting off that elevator, stepping into Dillard's at the mall. She mama. All day, all night. She mama. And say, what we got to realize about this life right here, you don't never get into no family dispute like that. When something going on between my sister and her daughters, that's going on between them. Because they know when to stop. They know when to stop. And they know if they go too far, they know who gonna punish them. They know Allah gonna get them. All the kids in this family know it. Because they were taught right from wrong. They were taught right from wrong. And they all know that we got a devil. We rebuke their devil, they rebuke our devil. See, I'm very family oriented. You know, we set the table with the fork on the left side and the spoon and the knife on the right side. And if you had soup, you had a soup spoon. And if you had tea, you had a teaspoon. And you had a fork for your food, and you had a fork for your salad. And if you was having steak or anything that needed to be cut up, you had a steak knife. Table set up real nice. That was my favorite time of the day. And we sat down and we ate like a family. Every day. And at my daddy's house, my daddy was at the head of the table, and my stepmother was at the other head of the table. Every day. Sometimes we be done just ate at Medea's and run right on around that corner and go sit right, get to daddy's house just in time. Because he going to have a plate there for you, whether you eat or not. My daddy was going to have a plate there for you. The four of us had a seat at that table. And still do. We was all over there yesterday. My brother sure did look cute, him and his wife. I didn't get to talk to him because I went in there and I told my brother-in-law that I'd fry some wings up. And then I wanted some fish, and I fried some fish, and I put too much salt on it. Oh. Baby. I was really trying hard not to say nothing. Baby, 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 baby. I'm so glad Kansas City got whooped. I don't know what to do. I ain't never liked them. And Missouri, y'all could have kept the Chiefs. I don't know why y'all gave them to Kansas, because y'all should have kept them. Boy, them brothers on that Eagle team, and they can dance. And see, in Kansas City, been hurling for a whole lot of notes to them brothers, talking trash. But see, they made a video just in case they won. They got skunked. They got skunked. It's bad enough to get whooped, but when you get skunked, what Melissa say on The View, I was like, just give Kansas City the ball. Just give Kansas City the ball. I'm a Denver Bronco fan, but I like the Eagles. Yep, I like the Eagles. I like Philadelphia. That's where America got started at, in Philadelphia. That's why it's called the city of brotherly love. That's where the first Congress was. That's when they stripped us of our nationality and divine creed. There's a whole lot of stuff that done went down in Philadelphia. Once upon a time, not long ago. Yeah, that's when where they made us 3/4 of a human being and all kind of stuff. The first Congressional Congress, and it ain't neither one of them about none, the Democrats or the Republicans. I'm a independent. I vote the way that I want to vote. Because when you independent, then thank you for the gifts. Thank you, Grove. So you got to let the people know that your vote count. Say, yeah, my daughter gonna tell my mama. They told me one time that you would. I said, let me tell you something. Don't you never in your life get in my face and tell me what a nigga out here on these streets done told you about me. Don't you never in your life, ever. Because if you do, I'm going to slap you. See? Because one thing for certain and two for sure, you don't know me. You my daughter, but you do not know me. You've never spent enough time with me to know me. Just because you grow up in a house and you raise a kid, that don't mean that they know you. Oh, I know mama. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because since you've been grown, how much time have you spent with your mama? See, most people don't even want to go around their mamas after they get grown. The only time they want to go around their mamas is if she cooking or they need something. Yeah. I had enough of her growing up. But as soon as she died, you're all up under the damn couch crying. Yeah. See, people need to watch their mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I mean, they took them to Kansas City, dropped them off, went back to Philly. Who was that talking about? Hi, great-great-grandma. Hi. Who is that? DRS. Who is that? Tell me who you is. Went back and got him, took him back again, went back and got him, took him back again. And they talking about the Kansas City got two interceptions. Philly got 2 interceptions. They got way more than 2. I watched that whole game. Because I wanted to see Kansas City get whooped. I wanted to see them get whooped. I really did. Because they've been bragging too much. You ain't going to win every game. That's just all it is to it. You're not going to win every game. But say they came out ready to play and was scoring in the first round. Kansas City act like they was still asleep. They act like they wasn't even woke yet. They got woke in the fourth quarter. Too late. They threw 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Too late. Game over, Mo. Game over. So now we got some new Super Bowl champs. And Kansas City wasn't going to have no parade no way because of what happened last time. Yeah. And that put a shadow over them. And then people breaking in them players' houses, stealing all that kind of money and jewelry and stuff, and that put another shadow. See, people will come and they'll throw stuff on you when you how they was shining and shining and shining. And see, people will come and they'll throw that shade. They'll throw that shade, and they'll just keep on throwing that shade to bring you down, to bring your spirit down. And that's what they did. That's why they kept on messing with the Chiefs, breaking in their house while they was out playing ball. Whoa, 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 whoa. And they brought their spirit down. You know. And the cold part about it is, you don't even know that type of spirit done attacked you. Done attacked your whereabouts. Done attacked it, what you are about. Because we just don't think that low. That's low. I'm at work and you're going to break in my house. Because you know I'm at work. That's low. That's way below the belly. That's hitting in the foot. That's hitting in the foot. And then 9 times out of 10, it's going to be somebody you know. Because only somebody you know can sit up in your house and listen to you talk about your plans. Right?
For real. Somebody you know.
Huh? Yeah. Somebody you know can sit in your house and listen to you. They're listening to you. My grandson got caught up on a cold-blooded demonstration with that. Before he caught that other case, following along with some young boy whose uncle was at the doctor, and they went in his house and robbed him and took everything he had. Knew where all his stuff was, his money, his guns, and everything else. And then somebody took it from them. And some people lost their life. You see how that trickled down? It trickled down just like that. Just like that. Ain't that cold? He knew his uncle was going to the doctor. Uncle got diabetes. So while his uncle at the diabetes doctor, him and my grandson following him, go in that man's house and do what he was the nephew, the only one that knew where everything was at. Because his uncle trusted him, knew where everything was. They go get them a motel, they set up. They chopping it up. This is how we live. Spend money, lay low, and chill. And ran into the wrong couple. And messed around and let them see what they had. And then they took it from them because they thought that they were punks because they were young kids. They killed some older people. Way older than them. And wouldn't give it back. All they had to do was give it back. All they had to do was give it back. Wrong answer. They was messing with the wrong ones that just, for some odd reason, just didn't give a damn. I don't know, you know. I'm glad when I was my grandson's age that I came close. I came close. Because a man sure got shot in the head. And praise Allah, he didn't die. Oh, I came close. Because I was living like thou knowest not what, and thou knowest not what again. And Allah was protecting me then, and I didn't even know him. He was protecting me then. Yeah. We could never imagine how Allah has protected us and has kept us from thou knowest not what and thou knowest not what again. We could never imagine. You know, I was in that kitchen yesterday, and before I left here, I said, I'm going to feel my daddy's spirit. My sister got a big old kitchen, and she need an island in there, a little table with 2 chairs or something. A big old pretty kitchen. And I was standing up there frying, I think I was frying the fish. And I felt something standing, because, you know, my daddy would sneak up on you. And I felt something up on me. And by the time I turned my head, you know, it was gone. And I got to think, I said, no, what was that? What was that? And then my dad had a red robe. It was like a burgundy red, black and gray. It was a real pretty robe. And it was that robe. I knew I was going to see him. I already knew. Standing up there cooking. That's what I thought I was him standing up there. I can't believe I didn't become a cook. Yeah. But that sure felt good. You know, it's good to know that 50-something years ago, it's still standing. That house is still there and in pretty good shape. You couldn't have never told me that. Because I always think that I felt like that we would all return to Denver. You know. But here we are. So the cost of living here is way cheaper than it is in Denver. It's very expensive to live in Denver. A 1-bedroom, $1,500, if not $2,500. You got to pay for every scenery you see in Denver. But I was cooking and helping my brother-in-law, and he was so grateful and so thankful. And boy, them greens sure was good. They tore them greens up. Tore up the peach cobbler, and I made a big old peach cobbler. Peach cobbler, I looked at it, I said, oh, Lord. Peach cobbler was gone. Cornbread, rice, everything. Just barely enough to bring home. And I know they done ate the rest of that peach cobbler, and I don't know why I didn't get the rest of that peach cobbler. And my sister, Ricky Peggy, said she gonna take her peach cobbler and go home. She's so messy. But I cooked all that food because my niece was supposed to be there. But for some strange reason, she was on her way back to Dallas. So that's how that got like that, right there. But I praise Allah. I thank Allah for the members. I sure didn't think nobody was coming to the temple. I looked up and here they come. It was good to see them members. The members are striving. See, If you don't attend your religious meetings, you're not going to learn how to live better on a consistent basis. And that's why karma is so repetitive and it's so consistent, because you're learning how to live life on life's terms. See what I'm saying? And whoever this is saying, hi, great grandma. I don't even have a grandchild that's old enough to even type on here. So that's somebody trying to be funny. Because I don't even have a great grandchild that can write yet.
Well, I'm going to be watching over here.
Or is that? Oh, no, that's Fats. Fats can write.
Yeah, you
and
can.
spell and everything else. Great grandma. That's all right, Philadelphia Eagle. Oh, it's going down. Thank you for the compliments. You look so gorgeous. Thank you. Thank y'all for the gifts. Who's Tina Kemp? NFL is too woke to waste my time to watch. They stole Jerry. Who the hell is Jerry? Stole her. Talking about she look good too. Well, by the time I get through hollering and screaming and cussing and fighting and biting, they'll bring me back. You can never believe that. They will bring me back. I bind and rebuke that spirit right now in the name of the Holy One. Thank you for the badge. Thank you, Johnny. You want to say something?
Oh, I was just listening to what you were saying in there, and that was.
There he is, Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, please. It was very enlightening. You know, and it was a good thing to sit around family and cause you know what, I realized something. You better get all that you can get, cause you don't know what one day it's gonna be this way today and tomorrow. That day might not come for everybody. May not make it for everybody. So you have to enjoy the days now, cause like you say. My dad used to say it all the time. He said, you know, you got more days behind you than you got in front of you, brother. And so I said, he sure right. He sure was right. Will you live to be, get on up in the numbers?
Well, let me say something. Okay. So the day we born. So the day we die. After the end of this life. So,
with the physical,
we not supposed to count that no more?
I don't know. I ain't finna go that far. I don't have a clue on that.
I'm just asking.
I know what you're saying.
The thought just came across my mind.
I understand what you're saying.
But they were showing Adam and Eve's grave, they tomb, say, over 400,000 years ago. Something like that.
I wasn't going. I ain't even gonna try to get off into that one yet. Maybe I get more in depth with that at a later date or something. But right now, stay on the. Even here where I'm at right now, trying to with this one, with this day and age today for me.
Now what did I say?
You said that Adam and Eve they were trying to show Adam and Eve.
No, I mean the spiritual ether.
Oh, just listening to what you were saying, all of it was kind of sparking me, you know, family and stuff, and then you know, you saying, you know, had a spiritual awakening from well, I won't say a spiritual awakening, but you had an awakening with your tie, being in y'all's old house and with the house, your family house and stuff. Hey, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. I sure hate my sister. did what she did with ours, but hey, she did what she had, what she wanted to do, and that I understand it. That's what it was hers to do. It was hers to do. She shouldn't have, but I understand. I mean, I understand that she, when she lost my niece, she kind of let that kind of go on by, because she knew then Lise wasn't gonna never come back here to live per se, but Lise kept saying she was. But hey, Candace said it too, so ain't nobody came back here to stay lived from California here, and all Lise probably would have did was sold it too. So what's the difference? So, like I say, family looms and stuff. I think it's a good thing to have a family thing that you can go, all that stuff. I think that's so. Next door, our neighbor next door, they going on with that tradition. They going on with it, and that's a beautiful thing. We didn't do that. We didn't have a. When my uncle was living in the house next door, when both of my mother and my mother and my uncle passed, they stayed over there for a while, and we still was having the back and forth to our house, to their house, and stuff like that. We kind of, but when everybody got grown, then my dad remarried and moved over there to the other house, over there, because he wanted to build on to that with our old house. That's what he wanted to really do. But she said, she wanted that one over there, so that's what they did, And he built onto that one and gave that, and let Dorothy, my sister, had to get that one. But like I say, I done seen it so many different times where parents have left facilities for their kid. Dwellings and stuff on family heirlooms where you tie family back in. You can go in there and you can feel that. You can just feel that when you get in them houses like that. Like I say, I know what you're saying. I used to go over there when Sis was living over there, and hey, walk around in there, going back there, and sometime I could sit there and I could just visualize my mother back there in that back bedroom like she was, and when she'd be back there and sitting there on the couch when she was sitting in there in the living room and stuff like that and all that, and in there cooking and all that. Man, please, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So yeah, I miss that. I do. And ain't nothing like with refocusing on back on family like that. So hey, I over at my stepmother's house and stuff, and my dad, which was my dad's house as well. Don't get me wrong, but that was never per se home to me, because I never lived there. I never lived there other than when I came out of prison that time and went over there and stayed over there for a little while, for a few days. It wasn't long, because it just I don't know. I guess I just never felt very comfortable there. So I always got left. I got away from there. I never was really felt like I was really welcome there. And that might have been me. But hey, I just never felt like I was welcome there like that. That for me. But like I said, I didn't grow up in there, so hey, I guess I wouldn't feel that way. Now my sisters, my baby sisters, and them, they did. My two sisters did. They stayed there, and I don't know whether they felt like that was actually home or what. But they grew up in there, so I guess they probably felt that way. But people don't look at families the same way the way we did. We cherished family. We did. We really did. Family was everything to us. Cousins and all them stuff. And my mother, like I say, just speaking a little bit, I ain't trying to get in there and take over with your show or nothing, but when you started speaking about your dad and everything and feeling them old spirits, old familiar spirits, as they say, yeah, it says a whole lot. It does. When you can float and reminisce about and stuff like that, and hey, ain't nothing like it. Nothing like it. It brings back joy to me.
You know, you get the. You wasn't never even on here.
It wasn't. Oh,
You wasn't even never on here.
oh, my fault. I was talking though. I guess they.
Yeah, they heard you.
Well, I'm just. Like
I have to pay the camera back to make sure that you wasn't on here. But you know, when you growing up, you complain about everything. If it ain't what you want, you gonna complain about it. But after you get up in age, like he said, you got more years behind you than what you got in front of you. And you start realizing, because I was a complainer, still am. I always have been a complainer. And you get to see what your parents accomplished.
Man.
Entrepreneurs. You had parents that were entrepreneurs. What they accomplished. All these houses around here, and people beginning to pick up all these old houses around here and everything. People worked hard for that.
Indeed.
You know, we lived down the street, the people's mama was a nurse. Raised some boys. You know, people had trash companies around here. Got doctors and lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up right over here.
That's right.
But which at that time, this was the prominent neighborhood, but it done moved up there past Oliver now, I guess. But you prominent wherever you at, and you can pay your bills to me.
Ain't that it?
That don't mean nothing, because a drunk could be prominent. You know, but this is what they left you.
What they had. That's right. You tell it.
What they had.
That's what they had.
From hard work. You seen them get up every day and go to work.
Faithfully. Man. Faithfully.
Knew what time they went to work and what time they got off.
Faithfully. No doubt about it.
Knew what time they went to work and knew what time they got off. No, we did. Looking at the clock. You know what it show is funny. All of us sure learned how to tell time, didn't we?
Didn't we?
Whoa, we sure learned how to tell time. We did not have no problem drawing that clock in class. In math. That's where you learn how to tell time at, in math. Numbers. Yeah. And the brother was looking at me. I said, because I heard the brother say that he didn't know how to read Roman numerals. I could read them to... I don't know how far I can go, but I can read them. Yeah, but I don't know what 50 look like. Yeah. My husband do. He said 50's L. What's Z?
I mean X.
Z.
I don't remember Z. But X, I know what X is. That's 10. So, you know, I knew that.
I know that.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, I'd be trying to stay on there and be thinking something. And, but then, they don't even want to play my video back, talking about that my videos done been being too long. Well, why do y'all let people make long videos if you ain't going to let them play the video back? I could play it back on Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitter, or whatever. I got this new site called True Social. Play them on there. But I can't play them back on TikTok. That don't even make no sense to me. TikTok is supposed to be better than that. Y'all supposed to be top of the game. Yeah. Like I said, Kendrick Lamar made a statement with Samuel Davis. The red in the flag is the Crips. No, the Bloods.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue in the flag is the Crips. Yeah, that's the statement he was making. But I told them, because I was locked up when Kendrick Lamar first came out. But when I got to hearing his lyrical talent, and he from Compton, and he be talking about being on food stamps and wearing 2 mismatch shoes and stuff, that brother went through something. See, you don't never know who God gonna come through.
And Serena was right out there with him.
And Serena holding us up. Crip walking.
Crip walking. Sure was.
You know, we'll dance and everything else. Yeah, that was very different and very nice.
I thought it was too.
Yeah. Donald Trump was sitting out there, he seen all that. Yeah. But see, it's a new era time because the people gonna put Donald Trump out of office. They are already protesting now in every state. They're going to put him out of office because, well, I can't understand how in the hell is you going to carry somebody in the White House that ain't a congressman or a senator? Elon Musk ain't no congressman, no senator, no representative, nothing. No governor, nothing. He ain't nothing. How is he up in there like that?
His money. His money puts him in there. That's all that was. That's what put Donald Trump in his office. You know
what? It ought to be some things that money can't buy. And so, but money gonna cost you your you ain't even gonna be able to be in office 4 years. We're gonna have to have an emergency election.
No, it won't be an election. It won't be that. The next person, the vice president, Vance.
No, we don't want him either.
Well, he'll move to the next because he's the vice president.
We don't want nobody in Donald Trump. We want all them Republicans up out of there.
Well, they ain't going nowhere. They controlling.
But the Democrats say they gonna stop them. So if they got to shut the government down, they gonna shut the government down. And the judges is trying to stop him too, because now he going after welfare.
Oh, yeah.
The Board of Education now. He going after education. But your son getting top of the line education off of the taxpayers.
Yeah.
But you don't want our kids to get nothing off of the taxpayers. Say, being selfish is what's going to bring you down. Because you know better. You know better.
You got an education and you ran that scam school that you ran and called the aid, from aid. That scam school that you ran.
Yeah. But anyway, all compliments, pure titles, and good words are due to Allah. All prayers are due to Allah. Peace be on the prophet, and peace be on us and all the righteous slaves of Allah. I bear witness there's no God but Allah. I bear witness there's no God but Allah. I bear witness that Muhammad is a slave serving his messenger. Oh Allah, send prayers on Muhammad as you send prayers on the family of Abraham. You indeed were the praise full of glory. And Allah, send blessings on Muhammad as you send blessings on the family of Abraham. You indeed were the praise full of glory. My Father God, Allah, I have been unjust to myself, too unjust. No one can grant pardons from my sins except you. So grant me your forgiveness and have mercy on me. You are the forgiving and merciful. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Allah be with the high, the low, the rich, the poor, the wise, the ignorant. Be with the stranger at my gate, the enemy who seeks to do me harm, those who are kin and those who aren't no kin. the people in hospitals and nursing homes and children homes and juvenile halls and jails and prisons, the U.S. Army,
And all the Air Forces.
the Army, the Air Force, the Marines, the National Guards. Be with us all in our journey of the race. We're finna get a snowstorm
3
again.
days. And then he gonna get a break
For
Thursday.
3 days.
For 3 days up to Wednesday. And then 3 day Thursday it's gonna stop, and then they gonna go what Friday and Saturday it's gonna snow again. Supposed to get a snow again. Gonna stop 1 day. This whole week gonna be just about with snow. They only said 3 to 6 inches, but they talking about Thursday and Friday. They don't tell us how much we gonna get. I mean, Friday and Saturday is what he said. Friday and Saturday. That's the big one. But these 3 days is gonna be.
Well, I guess we getting a winter in Kansas.
We getting one here. We coming out of Colorado. California straight on cross. Getting it. Boy, it's hitting big state, a whole bunch of states, and then gonna float right on up east. Up east been getting it already.
Well, y'all, Allah be with y'all and y'all's family and y'all's friends. Be with us and our family and our friends. Be with the president. Be with our leader.
Praise Allah. May
Be with these crazy children out here. And let us learn to love instead of hate. And know of our higher self and our lower self.
for real.
Be with our president. Be with our leader. They family, they friends, they staff. Be with us all in our journey of the race. Peace and love, great people.